Hey guys, I wasn't gonna stream tonight, but we have something going on here at Shea, 1979 Mets replay, and Phil Niekro just got through the seventh inning on a double play. He's got a no hitter going. So I decided I had to share. Sharing is caring. And the score right now is 7-0 Braves here at Shea. It's the bottom of the seventh. It's a new pitcher for the Mets coming in. I'm going to bring in Twitchell. He's our go-to guy. Actually, we have Reardon. Yeah, we're going to bring in Reardon for an inning. He just arrived with the Mets, 24-year-old. It was 1-2 with a 1.74 ERA. Give him his first inning here in a game that's kind of been decided pretty much. The exciting part is that Phil Niekro, the 40-year-old knuckleballer, has a no-hitter going through 7, so he's got 6 more outs. And I haven't had one of these in a while. I do not remember the last one. So here goes. I got to, I believe, last in 2016, I got to 2 outs using Strat in the ninth, 2 outs in the ninth, or into the ninth inning with a no hitter, and then they gave up a run. All right, so it's going to be Jeff Burrows against Jeff Reardon. Let me punch in. Let me put in Reardon. Got to write him in because he hasn't been with the team all season. This is the first appearance for Jeff Reardon. All right, Reardon versus Jeff Burrows. That's a 7 in play 0-7. That's going to be a base hit for Burrows. Lines went to left, and Burrows is on at first. Now they threat to steal, so he won't be attempting it. Biff Pocoroba, and that's a tough pitch. Tough pitch 13. Wow, he's got no strikeouts. Biff Pocoroba has no strikeouts against righties in the tough category. It goes directly to a 1-7 double and then a 8-24 single. So that's a single, and we're going to pull a card, and runner advances 2 bases. So first and third, nobody out against Reardon. Tough start. And the infield is back, which is looking for the double play at this point. 7-0 game. 5. Ballpark 79. That's going to be in play. Roland Office, left-handed batter. That's a 15. In play 15 takes us to a base hit single. 8-0. Runners advance 2 bases. Using the fast action cards. Using payoff pitch the game. And first and third, infield is in again, and it's Glenn Hubbard. Here's the pitch. Actually, the infield is back. I'm sorry. We're just going for the double play at this point. It's 8-0. 4 is patient 29. A patient 29 is a base on ball. His base is loaded. All right, Reardon obviously is having the nerves act up on him, so we're going to bring in Twitchell. We're going to pull Reardon. Enough of that. And we're going to bring in Wayne Twitchell, see what he can do for us here. And let me get him in real quick into the 9th spot. All right. Wayne Twitchell versus Pepe Frias. Bases loaded. Infield back for the Mets, just looking to get it out here. 11 defense, 35. Wow. That's a error second base. Let's see what Flynn is a 4 at second base. So a 4 at second base. 1-26, we rolled a 35, so it's going to be an out. Let's see if it's a potential double play ball. And now ground ball double play A and B range, and I believe Flynn is a B range, but I may be wrong, and he's a C range, so no double play. We have 4-3 runner scores. Actually, 4-6. Let's do that. Let's cancel that out and do a fielder's choice. 4-6. They started the double play, didn't complete it. So one runner comes home, another runner advances to third, A runner is out at second, forced out. And Pepe Frias on at first. The pitcher, Phil Niekro, is going to swing away. Normally, I would be pinch hitting here. That's a 10. That's a patient. A patient 16. My goodness. Patient 16. Niekro's a 9. Patient 16 is going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded once again. All right, Jerry Royster. Royster is 1 for 3 on the day. It's a 9-0 Braves shellacking of the Mets here at Shea. And that's a 10. Patient 55. A patient 55, and that's a base hit single for Royster. Runner advances 2 bases, 2-run single, and we're gonna pull. You know what? We're gonna just let him stay in there. First and third now. Jesus. So 11-0. Here's the pitch to Gary Matthews. That's a 9. Tough. A tough 94. It's gonna be out range, and that's gonna be a fly ball to left, not deep enough to allow Niekro at third to score, so he's going to hold up. And that's going to be 2 outs now. And it's Bob Horner. Horner's 2 for 4. He's double, struck out, singled, and flied out. It's 11-0 here. Niekro's got a no-hitter going. 8, patient 56. A patient 56 is going to be out range. Fly ball, right field, Youngblood. And that retires the side. Wow, that was a long inning, man. Woo. Okay. So we go to the top of the 8th. I'm sorry, we go to bottom of the. It's the bottom of the 7th. I thought he was through 7. It's through 6. A no hitter through 6. So we're in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And it's going to be Frankie Taveras, Lee Mazzilli, and Richie Hebner. Now, based on what normally happens is every time I start streaming a no-hitter, the first guy up gets a hit. So let's see what happens here. Phil Niekro versus Frank Taveras. That's a 4 in play, 71. That's going to be an out range. It's lined, caught by second baseman Hubbard, 1 away. Lee Mazzilli, Snake Eyes defense, 26. Error catcher. Let's see, Biff Pocoroba. Let's see what he is here. Pocoroba is an error 1. So that's, and we rolled a 20. So that's going to be an error by the catcher for sure. And let's see, catcher error is a 1 base error by the catcher. So let's do that. E2. Haven't had a catcher error in a long time outside of throwing to second base into the outfield. Okay, so Mazzilli's on at first. Here's the pitch to Richie Hebner, who's 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. And that's an 11. Ballpark 92 is in play. Ballpark 92 is in play. Here's the pitch, and that's a 0-9. That's going to be the first hit. Base hit up the middle for Richie Hebner, and that breaks up the no-hitter. There you go. You start filming, and the no-hitter ends. So I'll play through first and second now. I didn't check and see where Mazzilli went, but he goes 1 base. Montanez a 6, a tough out 40. Tough out 40 is going to be a ground ball first base. We rolled a 6. That's a double play there and a double play here. So it's a 6-4-3. And Niekro is out of the inning. Wow, if that would have come 1 batter sooner, Niekro would have still had his no-hitter going. So that retires the side, and Niekro has a 1-hitter. Knuckleballer is dealing tonight, and it's Wayne Twitchell versus Jeff Burrows. And that's a 7. Patient 73. Oh, and it's a hit by pitch. Burrows gets plunked, heads down at first. Biff Pocoroba. Biff is a switch hitter, so we're going to make him a switch hitter. We got to write that into our iScore. We use an iPad, a 10-inch iPad on our right. And that's going to be an 8. Patient 07. A patient 07 is a base on balls. So runners on first and second. and it's rolling off. There's nobody out here. That's a 10. Patient 30. It's not a wild pitch. Patient 30 is a walk. Bases loaded. Glenn Hubbard. Infield's back for the Mets. That's a 10. That's patient 36. Patient 36 is a base on balls. So Twitchell walks in a run. And let me see who else I can bring in here, because this is ugly. It's 12-0. Pepe Frias is up now. What a terrible game. Murray pitched. Glenn. I'm going to bring in Glenn. Ed Glenn for Twitchell, and Ed Glenn is going to bat when his turn comes up. We're not doing any double switches here for this. All right, the lefty Glenn versus Pepe Frias. Bases loaded, infield back. Just looking, hopefully they can get a double play out of this. Tough 33. Tough 33 is going to be a base hit. I'm recording something. Can you wait 2 minutes for me? Thank you. Tough 33 is a base hit. Single. Runner on second scores. 2-run single. 1, 2, and all right. Hubbard stops at second. Frias drives in 2 with a 2-run bases loaded single, and it's Phil Niekro. Niekro's going to bat away. He's a 9. That's 12. In play 52. In play 52 is outrange. It's a fly ball to right, shallow right field. They will not challenge Youngblood's arm. Why is this there? Okay. And it's Jerry Royster. Royster's 2 for 4. It's 14-0. 6 in play. 10. It's going to be a base hit single. And runner advances, question mark. So we're going to load the bases with that single. Bases loaded, and it's Gary Matthews. 1 out. Infield back. 14-0. 7 tough. A tough 83. Tough 83 is the outrange. That's going to be a ground ball shortstop. We rolled a 7. Double play there. Not a double play here, so it's going to be a 6-4 fielder's choice. Another run scores. Oh, 6-4. 6-4 fielder's choice. 1 run advanced by batter. Runner. What happened to the runner on first? He's forced out. And Gary Matthews is on at first. So you have Matthews on at first, Frias on at third, 15-0. And we're in the top of the 8th. So the Mets still have a couple of bats. That's an 8 patient. A patient 12 is going to be a base on balls. Oh, actually there's a lefty now. Let's see. Patient 12 is a base on balls. So bases are loaded. Horner walks. And it's Jeff Burrows with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Here's the pitch by Glenn. 7, tough 41. A tough 41. It's going to be a single. Yeah, we had a no-hitter going here, and the minute I turned on the camera, who was it that singled? I can't. I think it was Montanez. Was it? I gotta go back. Somebody singled, or Hebner. I think Hebner got a single, ground ball up the middle, and that ended the no-hitter. Okay, this is another hit. 41 takes it. It's a tough pitch by Ed Glenn to Jeff Burrows. 41 versus left-handed pitching. It's going to be a single, and that's going to allow Gary Matthews to score. So it's a 2-run bases loaded single. Let's see how far Horner goes. Horner is a 5, so he's going to stop at second. So it's a single, 1-run scores, 2-run scores, and he's held up at second. So now, wow, 17-0. Burrows is on at first, Horner's on at second, 2 outs, top of the 8th. It's Ed Glenn on the mound, lefty, pitching to the switch hitter Biff Pocoroba. What a name, right? Biff Poker rub, I love that. 7 tough, 91. And that's going to be a fly ball left field. Henderson there puts it away for the third out. 17-0. The Braves pick up 4 runs in the top of the 7th, 6 runs in the top of the 8th. They are pounding Mets pitching. I think I've done nothing but roll low 2D10s the whole night for the Braves, and nothing, absolutely nothing for the Mets. In play 78. Fly ball center field, Roland Office. He's there. Stevie Henderson, who's 0 for 1, he's got hit by pitch, and he grounded out. That's a 6. That's a tough out, 42. A tough out, 42 is a strikeout. So Henderson down swinging. Knuckleball. Got him. Tough 67. And that's 3 up, 3 down. Ground ball, Hubbard, 4-3. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. So we're gonna watch a one-hitter. Wow, we're so close, yet so far. What's going on, guys? So close, yet so far. Roland Office, who's 2 for 4. Single, flied out, hit into a fielder's choice, singled and walked. Here's a pitch from Ed Glynn, the lefty. 4, patient 11. Patient 11 is a base on balls. Glenn Hubbard. 3, ballpark, 28. That's going to be wheelhouse. 70. That's going to be ground ball, second base. It's going to be 4, 6, 3, double play. 2 outs. And it's Pepe Frias. Frias is 2 for 5. And that's an 8. Patient 38. Patient 38 is going to be base hit. Frias with his 3rd hit of the game. And again, it's going to be Phil Niekro. He's a 9. Pitcher hitting card. By the way, thank you, Joe Bryant, for sending me that extra set of pitcher hitting cards, because he knows that I misplace them a lot of times. I leave them in packs with teams, and then I have to go through every team to find the number 9 when I need 2 number 9s, because both pitchers bat number 9, that sort of thing. So I have an extra set, emergency set, and some extra dice. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Waiting for all your new sets to come out to pick those up. Okay, so that's going to be a patient 38. Patient 38 is going to be a base hit single, and Frias is going to hustle over to 3rd. Pretty sure Frias is a 6 or better, and no, he is not. Well, let's see what the card says. Nope, 1 base, so we're going to back up here. Cancel, it's going to be a single. Runner advances only 1 base. So that's a 4, patient to 38. A patient 38. It's going to be a base hit. So Niekro gets into the act as well. Adding, this is the 17th hit. So the Braves have 17 runs on 17 hits, 2 errors, and 9 left on base. So it's Jerry Royster who's 3 for 5. In play, wow. 73, in play 73 is going to be outrange. Fly ball, center field. This will do it. Mazzilli. I was watching his son today in the Yankee spring game. His son Mazzilli was there. All right, so the pitcher Ed Glynn is up. So we're going to bring a pinch hitter for him. And that's going to be, let's see, who do I always love to bring in, right? We know that, Ed Kranepool, Mr. Met. Ed Kranepool is going to bat for Glynn. Mr. Met played his whole career with the Mets. How can you not love him? Part of the 69 Amazins. That's patient, a patient 56. It's going to be outrange. Fly ball, left field, Burrows. All right, guys, this was at one point an amazing no-hitter up till the 7th inning. And then it was Richie Hebner who hit a ground ball up the middle to break that up. It's a one-hitter so far. So Niekro's 2 outs away from pitching a one-hitter. Next batter is Joel Youngblood, leadoff batter. It's Youngblood and Taveras. Youngblood's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch from Niekro. 3, ballpark 28. That's going to be wheelhouse. 1 to 22 is a home run. And that's a 28, so that's line base hit, but that's going to roll to the wall. So hustling around first is Youngblood, and he goes into second standing with a 1-out double. Frankie Taveras now. That's a 9. Patient 50. Patient 50 is right outside the hit by pitch range. Big ground ball third base. Royster looks Youngblood back to second, fires to first, gets Taveras for out number 2. Well, there's 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. It's 17-0 Braves over the Mets. Niekro's 1 out away from a 1-hit masterpiece. 40-year-old Phil Niekro, knuckleballer, goes on to pitch for another, 10 years? I mean, he pitched until he was 50, I think. I don't know. Check that. Lee Mazzilli, Mets' best hitter, and I'll tell you what he's batting here in the season. Wow. There's Al. How you doing, Al? You're the one name I could read, brothers. This thing doesn't pitched very long to. Yeah, he sure did. The comments don't always last long enough for me to kind of make them out. I think it has to do with the angle and the glare for how I have my camera. Let me pull up Mazzilli's batting average here. Just you touch his name using iScore, and it brings up his batting average for the season. It's 344. Oh, 346. So he's like the Mets' top batter. He's got 6 home runs and 27 RBIs. In reality, he hits 15 home runs. It doesn't talk about the RBIs here. 8 in play, 27. So in play 27, that's going to be a base hit. Base hit, runner advances 2 bases. Oh, actually, yeah. Let me see. He's on second. Second scores. There goes the shutout. There goes the shutout. So let's see what happened there. Youngblood hits a medium line drive for a double. Youngblood doubled, and then Taveras. What Taveras did he ground it out? And then Lee Mazzilli hits a medium line drive for a single, and that drives home Youngblood. So there goes Phil Niekro's shutout. Adios to the shutout. So Richie Hebner's 1 for 2. He's the one who broke up the no-hitter, so he may get plunked right here by Niekro. 4 in play, 31. Oh, it just missed being a wild pitch. Anything in the early 30s, you got to keep an eye out for. So an in play for 31, in play 31 is going to be right outside the hit range. It's going to be a pop-up to the left side. Royster in foul grounds towards the seats makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Mets lose it by a score of 17-1. The Braves, with 2 rushing touchdowns and a 47-yard field goal, win it by a score of 17-1. And that's all she wrote for another loss for the Metsies. And I was not going to stream this, but once I saw the no-hitter, I said, what? And I had to share. Sharing is caring, guys. So Niekro wins it, and I'll do the line score, and then I'll say goodnight. Craig Swan takes the loss. And Craig Swan is the Mets ace, but he gave up 5 runs in the first inning. The 2 errors by Richie Hebner did not help. And the Mets used 5 pitchers. They used Murray, Reardon, Twitchell, and Glynn, including Swan. And let me just go into the stats here real quick. Scorebook pitching. Okay, let's get the Mets pitching. Let's see what that was all about. Craig Swan gave up 7 runs, but he was credited with allowing 5 runs in 4 innings. Then it was Murray who came in and pitched 2 innings, gave up no runs. Then it was Reardon, gave up 4 runs and did not get credit for any time pitched at all. Twitchell pitched 1 inning, gave up 4 runs, and then Ed Glynn pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 runs. And I'll do the line score, and then I'll say goodnight. 17 runs for the Braves. 17 runs on 17 hits, 2 errors, and 11 left on base. The Mets had 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left on base. Another loss for the Mets, and I'm going to set up for game 2 for tomorrow morning if I get up with energy. Maybe I will. It depends how I sleep. Sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm wide awake. This morning I did. I didn't stream it, but I woke up and I played. I rolled the game. I rolled the last game of the Cincinnati series, and there's, I believe, two more games or one more game. Here, let me see. With the Braves. This or was this I think this was the first game with the Braves, and I have 2 more games with the Braves. Then we travel. But I got to check that. I'm going to take a look at the. I'm using Baseball Almanac. Let me see. What other teams do you like to play besides the Mets, or is it always the Mets? No, it's not always the Mets. I did a lot of Sandy Koufax stuff. I was doing Mel Stottlemyre Memorial. I did a Thurman Munson Memorial. I got a Yankee 1985 season replay going with Status Pro. Yeah, it's on there. Yep. So, I just I enjoy doing the Mets, and yeah, Sandy is just like, I love doing Sandy stuff. Sandy's a monster. He's great. Let me see. So I was at the first game. Let me see if fifth game 59. Let's see what this was. Was this game? No, game 59. The next game I'm setting up for is going to be Mickey Mailer versus Kevin Coble. Now Mailer is from Austin. I'm in San Antonio, and Mailer actually went to college in San Antonio with his brother, a place called Trinity College, not far from here. My son may end up going there. Who knows, to play ball. So those 2 guys made it to the major leagues from Trinity College. So anyway, Mailer is going to be going versus Coble. And the Coble goes the distance in that game. The Mets actually win that game by a score of 2-0. And there's the exact. All right, the Mets use the same exact lineup. It's right here. It's in place already. All I got to pull is Coble from the pack, and I'm set for that. But Coble's a number 9, so I'm going to have to use. I will use Phil Niekro's card, because Niekro was a 9. I remember that. So there it is. So the Mets are set up, and it's going to be Mailer. So I got to pull Mailer's card here. Mailer should be in. I used him before. There he is, Mickey Mailer. The left-hander. He's going to face the Mets, but the Mets don't bat first because they're at home. So let me see real quick. Royster, Matthews, Horner. I'm looking at the next lineup. Bonnell comes in. Bonnell, Hubbard, Frias, and Benedict. Bonnell, Hubbard. Bonnell's going to play center. Barry Bonnell, let's look for him. And Benedict is in there as well, right? Did I say Benedict? Yes. Got like 4 catchers on this. Can't believe they're all carded on this team. That's why I love Payoff Pitch, man. I never have to go crazy looking for cards. Rolling Office and Biff Pocoroba, they're out. And Coble is over here. Glenn Hubbard and Frias and Benedict. Bonnell goes before them. And then Mickey Mailer is what? What did I say he was? He's a 3. Let me pull a 3 card right there. There it is. So let's double check. Royster, Matthews, Horner. Oh, where's Burrows? Burrows, Bonnell, Hubbard, Frias, Benedict. That's it right there. And it's going to be Kevin Coble. And that's it. That's how quickly I do it. Everything's set up pretty much. Now I just go to iScore. And I'll show you how I do that real quick here. All right. So this game's over. So I'm going to add another game. Visitor is the Braves. Home is the Mets down here. You should be able to see the whole thing. There's a little bit glare, but... And then I'm done with that, right? Let me see. done with that, and I'm done, and then I click on the arrow, and I say score game, and now I'm gonna fix the lineups real quick. So it brings this up so I can, and this is the same exact lineup we had in place. So I don't have to do much except add the pitcher, and he's right here. So I slide that up, put him in as pitcher, just clicked on him. There's no magic here. All right, so that's the Mets are set. And now I got to see. I'm gonna have to make a couple of changes here. Royster up to Bonnell. Where's Bonnell? Bonnell. I have him somewhere because I know I played a series with these guys before, and I used Bonnell. Where is he? Oh, there he is. He's in place already. Okay, Bonnell, Hubbard Frias goes there, and Benedict. Wow, it's almost done for me. The only thing is I got to remove this pitcher and put in Mickey Mailer. And Mickey Mailer should be here because I've used him in another series. There he is. Past him. Slide him up. Make it. Okay, he's batting. Done. And now I'm going to press play, and this is what I get. It keeps all track of everything. Now let's say I want to find out Joe Youngblood's batting average. Just click on his name. And he's batting .244. He's got 6 home runs. He's got 25 RBIs. So let's say I want to see Stearns. Stearns is having a crazy season. He's got a lot of home runs, more so than he had in the regular season. So you click on Stearns, and Stearns has 9 home runs. I think that year he had like 12 home runs and 203 at bats so far. So he got on a tear early, and he was hitting home runs out of the park, but in the last month hasn't hit more than one. He had 32 RBIs with 9 home runs. He's batting .246. So everybody's kind of actually batting, pretty realistically, which is amazing. I have almost the same exact record as they did. Steve Henderson batting .276. He's got no home runs, so he has really very little power. And he's got 11 RBIs, but he's normally about 7th. And now you want to look at the pitcher. You just click on the pitcher, and this keeps track of everything for you. It's a free app, so you can't complain. And Kevin Coble, oh, jeez, I lost it. Okay, let's see. Coble, his pitching stats: 417 in 49 innings pitched. So he's had some tough outings. I mean, he's a pretty good pitcher. His ERA was 3.50. He's at 4.17. Isn't that far off? But he's had some tough outings. He's got. I don't see the strikeouts here. What is all that about? I didn't even know what that was about. It's a hit chart, but I don't keep track of that. So anyway, that's a story there. 4.17 ERA, and giving up 9 base on balls and 16 strikeouts. Again, these guys don't strike out a lot in the 70s, and your average pitcher doesn't strike out many. I mean, you go the whole game, he has maybe 1 or 2 strikeouts. So anyway, that's the whole thing, and you just click that, and then you just keep track. Now, I have a couple of tutorial videos on how to use this for guys that want to go a little bit deeper into it and learn how to. I've done that, and I'm pretty sure I've showed people how to actually, put in a hit, put in a double or a run or a walk, and I don't know if I've done double switches. Whoever's interested, eventually they'll see it and they'll email me and say, hey, can you do something for me on a double switch or something like that, or ask me a question, and I'll do another video for them. I don't mind doing that. So anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. My game is set up for early tomorrow morning. If I get up 5 a.m. and I have energy, I'll come out here and play game 2. It'll be Kevin Coble versus Royster, Matthews, and Horner to lead off the game at Shea Stadium. All right, so I'm going to say goodnight, and I'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll be checking out all the stations. No problem, brother. No problem. Thank you for doing what you do as well.